Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I decided that we can like chill for a little while. Let's chill. So basically, I'm actually gonna have a snack, Nature Valley crunchy oats and honey. There's actually one of them that I really love, and it's the dark chocolate chips inside it, and it's so good. Like, it's like sweet and like healthy, and like I love that. And like I'm all about like eating healthy, doing what's healthy for your body, taking care of your body the best you can to your ability, because our bodies are really important, and take care of your bodies. So I wanted to talk about, like, there's this new game going around, and like I'm like completely obsessed with it. I like to like watch people play their games. I'm not a big person who likes playing games myself. There's a few games that I genuinely like. Like, if I know how to play the game and like I know the controls, I know how to like work it, like I understand like the concept, I would play like Mario Kart. And yeah, The Sims. I love The Sims. Oh my god, The Sims is so fun, except for I don't have a laptop or a computer, which sucks. I genuinely like just like watching people play games while, if I like am stuck home, which is pretty much every day of my life, and especially every day of this year. If I see like a YouTuber or a streamer like gonna go play a game, like I would just like keep it on, and then I'll just go on my phone and like kind of like go back and forth. But if I'm like interested in the game, I like Life is Strange. I haven't played it myself, actually, so I can't really say if it's a fun game, but I like watching. Like, I watch like so many YouTubers like play the game, because like I just like was obsessed with everything about it. Like, because I just love the game. Like, the game is so emotional, and like so like Life is Strange 2 actually like shocked me. Like, that was like a shocking game, while Life is Strange, the first one, was like emotional. And like Life is Strange, the sequel, wasn't really that, like, that was like just a dramatic story on its own. But I wasn't really a big fan of it. Like, yeah, like I don't know, like Chloe was like a totally different character. She was just like totally a badass. But then like in the sequel, I feel like she was like trying too hard in the game. Like damn, my mom wouldn't approve of this. Like, I don't know. This is water, by the way. I have water inside a Starbucks cup. Water inside a coffee cup. Coffee, whatever. Cup. Mug? No, not a mug. Definitely not a mug. But yeah, like, I like the game Until Dawn. Like, that's such a cool game. I also like Super Smash Bros. Like, that's like such a fun game. I do like Melee the best. I do like how there's so many options of characters in like the recent games. So like Melee is actually like the funnest. Is that the word? Is that a word at all? Funnest? Melee is such a fun game. Like, it's fast paced. It makes you like excited, and like it's just like really fun. I'm such a kid. I like Minecraft. Like, I don't even consider that a kid's game. Like, yeah, like kids play it, but like Minecraft is such a fun game. I've only played like on Xbox and on my phone once when I was like really young. I like the game. There's another game that I like. Oh yeah, this is the reason why I brought up games. There's this fun game going around called Among Us, and that game is so fun, but I don't have anyone to play with because like I have like no friends. But I do like playing the game online. But like, oh my god, I get so angry at it. So there's 2 imposters out of 10 people, and they are on a ship, and like the crewmates are supposed to be doing their task, and if they finish their task, they win. There's two imposters, and they have to kill everyone until there's at least 2 people. As a crewmate, if you see a dead body, you can report it, and then there's a group meeting. You can choose whether you want to report the body or not, depending on your strategy. That just like depends on your strategy. Also with the vents, like you can go to the report button, basically call a group meeting, and then you have to decide who is, as a team, who is the imposter and vote them out, or you can skip and then continue playing the game. That's how you play the game. And basically, I have a great strategy on that game. I have a great strategy. I know exactly what to do, but I literally can't do it because online, when you're playing with random people, like if someone says, okay, vote out this person, and then basically the whole team would just immediately be like, oh yeah, vote them out. Yeah, let's do it. Let's see what would happen. And like usually like people vote out someone with no reason at all. Playing with random people sometimes makes me mad because sometimes I'm in a server and people just vote out people for no reason. I guess like it is hard to like play with random people because like you can't really like talk to them. Like you can't really say like, okay, well I was doing this, and like kind of like go on with your story and like explain yourself clearly and thoroughly instead of like having to write it out. I'm like taking a break from that game because I get so mad on that game when people are like not playing the game, like they're trolling or whatever, or they're just, I don't know. When I play games, I'm like very like into it. So I'm not a fun person to play games with, but honestly, I don't even know if I'm like a fun person to play games with because like I never play with anyone. The only time I've ever played with someone in a game was my brother, and that was like Call of Duty, and I hated that game from the start. Like I never want to play in the first place. Whenever me and my brother would play the game, like he would always win and I would just throw mini tantrums because I hated the game, and basically like I would just like be like, can I win once? Like let me win once, and like just so I can like feel proud of myself. I'm not really a fan of shooting games. Halo was alright. Like I played Halo with my brother a few times, and like that was like a lot more fun, except for like it wasn't like shooting like a shooting game. It was more of like a mini games we were playing, I think, on Halo, which I liked, but I never liked playing like, I'm not a fan of like playing the actual game, but I like watching people play. Like I would like watch my family, like my cousins play Halo and stuff, and I was fine with that. Like I was okay with that, but I just hate playing shooting games. Like I suck at them and I don't like it. Like it's just like, it's so annoying. How did a fly get in here? That's so annoying. I hate flies. Okay, I'm gonna try ignoring it. I think I already left because I don't hear it unless it landed somewhere, grossing me out. Oh my god, this fly, I need to get rid of it. I'm back to what I was saying. Let's talk about something new. There's another thing I wanted to talk about. I don't remember. Okay, I have another thing I want to talk about. I'm into astrology. Like, I'm not really into like my like birth chart. Like, I'm not like I read about it and I'm like, oh yeah, that's so cool. Like, that's so cool. That's about me. Like, oh, it's how people see me. I don't know. I like the signs. I'm an Aquarius, by the way. Aquarius gang. I do like that. Like, I like my Aquarius sun. Yeah, like my rising's alright. Like, yeah, my moon sign's alright. Like, I'm not really into it, but I do like my like sun sign. I used to be like majorly into it, like figuring out and like understanding myself. But then like I kind of like grew out of it. Like I kind of like was like, I didn't grow out of it, I guess. Like I was just more like into like, I like more reading about like all the sun signs and like all the rising signs. Like I was more in, like I started to like get into more like my like what I think of like the signs, like the energy. I usually like get like sun signs right, because like how much I like was into it, and like I just like usually get them right. Like I can like Not all the time, obviously. Like, I'm not psychic. Most of the time, I would like guess someone's sign. There's fire, water, earth, and air. And with fire, I think of like themselves. Like, it's more about them. While air is more about others, like other people. Fire is like the self, and then the air is more about others. Fire and air are like the signs also oppose from each other the most. So like it's very like that. Earth, I think of like style. Like they're more, everything is more about like their style, how they are. Water, I think of like lengths, like the length of how things can get. But then like there's cardinal, fixed, and mutable. Cardinal, like energy, I think of like competition, like competitions, competitiveness. Fixed, I think of like ideals, what's ideal. Mutable, I think of like studies, because like mutable is like being like adaptable to like your surroundings and everything. So it's kind of like studying everything around you. And like fixed, I think of like ideals. So like it's like, I don't know actually, but I just think ideal. So like it's like their ego kind of sense coming in. Cardinal, I think of like competitions, because like when you have like rapid like energy flowing around you, like when someone's so aware, because like their energy is so rapid, like cardinal, they're noticing people, so it's kind of like there's a competition going on or whatever. Now that we discovered that, I think Aries would be more about appearance, like their appearance, how they appear, like how they make themselves appear, if they want to be fierce and like, or if they want to be masculine. If they want to like be masculine, then like they would like try to like be all masculine or whatever. Leo energy would be like theater, they're on a show, like their life is a play or whatever. Sagittarius, since like mutable ties in with like studies and stuff, I think of like religion on its own, like their own religion, their morals and stuff, learning, following a study or whatever, how they perceive life to be. That's how I think about like fire signs energy. Like when someone shows up, like I notice like how like that's how their world is centered or whatever. Libra would be like beauty, like their beauty, the beauty of like of everyone else, what others think of them. That's kind of like beauty in a sense. Aquarius would be like science, like how things kind of like work in a sense, in like a factual sense. Like that's how like they like understand like connected dots. Gemini would be like atheism, of like, oh, things just happen, and like more like authenticity. They just like go by life in an atheist way, because like they're just more going by what happens. Like that's how they are. Now we're going on to Earth. Capricorn is like more of a like tangible, like they're like the most tangible sign, what is able to like be like touched and like feel, and like just like Capricorn is just like very like that way of, they're just like tangible, like everything around them is like tangible and like very like, you notice that they are like tangible. Their style is just very like dry and like rough, or doing things rough. That's how I think of Capricorns. Now Taurus, I think of the cosmos. Like I think of like cosmos, they are universal. If they were in the forest or whatever, it's like they are one with the forest. Everything that happens, mystical, physical, I don't know, like they just like flow with like everything around them. That's how I see Taurus to be, like the cosmos. Like if they were up in the stars, they would be one with the stars. They relate on a physical world. Like Aries is also physical, like that's like their thing, being physical. But like Taurus is like they're one with physical and mystical. It's like that balance between like living in a physical world, but like also accepting that mystics are a thing. That's how I see Taurus, is like they are like one with the cosmos. Virgo, I think of Virgo, since it like mutable ties in with like the studies, I think of like witchcraft. I just think of witchcraft because like that's like, because like since like they're all about like routine and like work and like it's also about like co-workers too. They're very intentional, like they put out in the universe of what they want. Like they're like very like about that way of life of being intentional. Water signs, so Cancer, like they're very like ethereal. They're all about emotions. Their emotions, they're in tune with everyone else's emotions and like the mood of the room, and like they're very like, but they're very like self-oriented, but like also affected by other people. So like it's very like ethereal. Like their appearance, like the way they like show up is like they're just like ethereal, like one with the mood or whatever, and like being empathetic with the mood or whatever. Everything's like white around them, like a white light. And basically, yeah, like I think of ethereal because, yeah, and it's kind of like the lengths of it. Like they can be like simple, like they can be like, oh yeah, I feel this certain way, but also to the like the furthest length, they could be like caught up in like this like whirlpool of emotions and everyone else's emotions, and everyone's like this like this chaos that's going on. Scorpio, I think of like psyche, like their psyche, their soul, just because like they're very like they have like a mysterious vibe, right? So like that mystery comes from knowing, and like that knowing is also very like keeping things to yourself. So like the psyche is like that way of like they are like one with other people's souls. Like they like, it's like the souls around them, but also their soul. Like their psyche is like picking up energies from other people's souls. That's how I think of Scorpios. Like they're just like, when you see them, like it's like they know about you. Like they see you, and they know that you see them, but they're keeping it to themselves. Pisces, I think of like spirituality. It's kind of like their beliefs, what they believe, and like what they believe you are like, and like they're very like secretive still. Like they are just like wishy-washy. That's how I think of Pisces, are just like wishy-washy people, and kind of like just like that spiritual way of life, living in a spiritual sense of like what they believe in, like synchronicity. They are like seeing everyone's undoing, what surrounds them, that makes of them, if that makes sense. Like who they are is like what they carry around them. That's what I was thinking about recently, is just the signs. That's how I just see them, like kind of like their representations, like kind of like way, like that's like what they represent, like the energy. There was another thing I wanted to talk about, but I can't remember. But yeah, that's what I think the signs represent based on their energy. I think that's it for today's video. Also, I'm thinking about doing a video where I talk about like the signs' worst traits, which probably means I should make another video about like the signs' best traits, but I really don't want to do that. I really just like want to like make like the worst traits. I hope you enjoyed today's video. So basically, yeah. All right, bye.